Hey, Salvador Briggman here. Welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel and also podcast. Search us up on iTunes or on Spotify. If you want to find my podcast, you can always search my name, Salvador Briggman, or Crowdfunding Demystified should pop up there, or my website, crowdcrux.com. Got a great newsletter there also that I send out weekly at crowdcrux.com/newsletter. That being said, today is an article style show. So I'll be reading an article from my site, crowdcrux.com. And specifically today, we're getting into e-commerce fulfillment, some tips and tools that can be useful for you. Hope that this is helpful. Hope this helps you on your journey. And it's coming up right after this. If you're worried about the fulfillment and shipping part of your Kickstarter campaign when it comes to getting out all those perks and rewards to your backers, rest assured, I've put together a complete Kickstarter fulfillment and shipping checklist for you, and it's free. This is sponsored by the folks at Fulfillment, and they thought that you should have this checklist as part of your arsenal going into a crowdfunding campaign. If you want to get instant access to this checklist and it's free, you can go to fulfillrite.com/checklist. Again, that is fulfillrite.com/checklist. fulfillrite.com/checklist. Just go to that link and you can download it immediately. 9 e-commerce fulfillment tips and tools written by Christine Theriault. So you've started your planning your e-commerce store. Congrats. Opening up a shop can be time-consuming, challenging, and rewarding. Just about anyone can start their own e-commerce business nowadays. And according to some stats, e-commerce stats confirm the explosive pace at which this industry has developed worldwide. Amounts to more than $1.2 trillion in US sales. And that was in 2013. It's only even gotten bigger since then. Even though anyone can start an online store using easy tools, it doesn't mean that they're going to be successful. Running a successful store requires a lot of work to stand out from the crowd. In addition, it takes a product or a service that customers haven't seen before or that consider them to be unique. Lucky for you, many business owners have worked hard to learn the ropes and earn an income from their stores, and so can you. One of the trickier parts of growing and scaling an online business is deciding the best way to handle your fulfillment needs. This includes how you'll manage your inventory, package, and ship orders from your e-commerce store. Here are some of the tips to make this process as smooth as possible. And always go and check out the sponsor of our YouTube channel, Fulfillrite, at fulfillrite.com. And I'll include a link down below if you want to learn more about these guys, and they are killer. Number 1, use packaging to set yourself apart. Of course, it's important to ship orders quickly and make sure that they are well packaged so they don't arrive damaged. Once you get that down, going the extra mile can be a great way to set yourself apart from your competitors and create an experience that's special for your customers. I recently bought some jewelry from a shop called Moonlit Creatures. Instead of coming in with a plain bubble mailer, the shop owner actually ships their items in a pretty shiny purple one. Very cute, easily recognized, and amongst all the other mail, it just stands out. Finding small ways to capture your customers' attention and making the buying process from the store seem like a special occasion will help build your reputation, brand, and get you repeat customers. Number 2, estimate and compare shipping costs. One big mistake that a lot of new shop owners make is sticking to one postal service for all of their needs. Knowing what options you have and using them to your advantage can do you a lot of good, especially in the early stages when you don't want to spend more on shipping than you need. To save some money, you can also consider opening a business account with a postal service that you use most. Another way to save is to compare prices of different services all at once and just choose the best option. To do this, you can use services like ShipGooder, which compares quotes from USPS, Canpar, TNT, Canada Post, FedEx, and UPS, and more. Or you can just go and check out a fulfillment company that can help you with all of this. Number 3, fulfillment warehouses. If your products are too large to store at home or your store is just growing super fast, sometimes fulfillment warehouses like Fulfillrite can be one of the best ways to outsource fulfillment. This way, the fulfillment center takes care of your inventory and ships orders for you, leaving you with more time to deal with other important aspects of the business like marketing and customer service. Believe it or not, we got Fulfillrite to agree to answer any of your shipping questions on fulfillment free of charge. Just go to their website or go to my forum, kickstarterforum.org, and you can post some of your questions there. And also, there's a great shipping checklist, which you can check out as well. Number 4, carefully manage and organize. Your inventory is basically the lifeblood of your business, and it should be treated as such. Disorganized, lost, or damaged inventory can cost you in the long run. This can be avoided by finding a system that works for you and sticking to it. This can mean defining your workspace at home and keeping it organized so that what you have when your stock is running low. To help keep track of your inventory, you can also use tools like the app Sortly to take pictures and log items. Number 5, get into a routine. Handling fulfillment yourself can save you money when you're just starting out, but you don't want to spend more time on it than you need. To stay productive and avoid having fulfillment overshadow the rest of your business and other tasks, get it into a routine. Get all your fulfillment needs dealt with at the same time each day or same days each week. Stick to that routine to make fulfillment an automatic, hassle-free process. As you go through this routine, create a document which explains step by step how to go about fulfilling an order from the beginning to the end. Make this document as detailed as possible. Eventually, if you ever want an employee or a staff member to take over this job, you can then have them reference this document to understand exactly how to do it and proceed with your shipping and fulfillment. Number 6, dealing with customs. Many new shops only sell domestically or within their own countries. Dealing with customs and international orders may seem daunting at first, but there are some standard ways that owners can simplify the process. First, you can use shipping calculators to estimate the cost for international orders, which tend to be the same with the exception of a few countries. Second, to avoid any confusion or unwanted costs, most shops include a policy that clearly states that customers are responsible for handling any duties or costs associated with the customs. It's really up to you. Number 7, continuously find ways to make the process more efficient. It's not so great, but a large part of business is setting up systems that will operate without you and keeping the business churning out products and bringing in new sales. Eventually, having these systems can give you the flexibility to sell the business or spend the time as you'd like. Always be open to suggestions and ways you can improve your processes. Asking a friend to help, prepackaging items if possible, and printing shipping labels at home are simple ways you can streamline your fulfillment tasks in the early stages. As you progress, don't be afraid to ask key employees how they think the process could be improved. Number 8, make use of the tools that are available to you. In this post, I've mentioned some free and paid tools to help you with things like inventory management, warehousing, and shipping. It'll be up to you to choose whether or not you actually are ready to use some of these tools, but keep in mind they have a huge impact on how you do business. Ultimately, there's a lot to do with how big you want your shop to get and whether you want to outsource some of your tasks or you want to do them all internally. Some other great tools that you should check out are CreateJoy, which allows you to create your own shipping or subscription business. These platforms we recommend, which I'll include a link in this article. You should also check out Celery, which is a platform to collect pre-orders. And I also recommend Trello, Asana, and Basecamp as great project management tools. Number 9, create an experience to stay competitive. I mentioned using fancy packaging as a way to stand out earlier in this article. Just remember that any way you can stay creative and create a memorable experience for your customers is a way to build your reputation as a great online store. Shops that interact with fans and customers on social media, offer discounts for repeat buyers or giveaways, have an edge over stores that don't take advantage of some of these newer strategies. By adding a bit of personality to your communications, messaging, and brand, you'll stand out from all of the online stores that are looking to get in on the e-commerce gold rush. Conclusion, I hope that this post has inspired you to consider some of the effective ways that the order fulfillment process can be made better and some of the tips and advice that we have at CrowdCrux. By making sure that you do some of these small changes, you're going to save so much time, money, and give your customers the best experience possible. If you haven't yet, you should go and check out our website, crowdcrux.com, for more advice and tips. In addition, probably the best thing would just be to get on our weekly newsletter at crowdcrux.com/subscribe or crowdcrux.com/newsletter. Those two links will take you there. Again, crowdcrux.com/newsletter. You can go there, enter your name and email, and you can join our weekly crowdfunding tips newsletter. Again, my name is Salvador Briggman. Thank you for joining me on today's show, and I will see you next time.